Hi kids, welcome to Sunday school. So the bags are all packed. They're ready to go out. I'm waiting for my elves. So let me go ahead and go through the things in the bag and explain to you what I put in here for you. So I've got my bag here. There's a letter from me. There's a lot of reading in here, so you might need some help with some of the reading. There's a special letter from Pastor Molly, a special letter from Pastor Carol, and then a special prayer card. My friend Cindy Klimek told me about this prayer, and I just thought it was beautiful, so I thought it was something to share with you and to pass on. Then you have a book called His Name is Jesus that tells the Christmas story. So there's also even some questions, discussion questions and things that you can talk about in scripture that you can look up in the book. So I have that to tell the story. This is a special poem that I think you maybe haven't heard. It tells you all about this candy and explains a little story about that. So that's kind of fun. Then you have this candle base, and I will explain to you what you do with that. Then you have a bag with, looks like a snowflake or a star, and some bottle caps and some circles. And I'll explain to you what you do with that. And the last thing that you have is some Mod Podge, this is a gift. This is one of my favorite things to use. I use it for all different kinds of crafts. We've used it in Sunday school a lot. I think you've probably all used it. So you're only going to need a little bit of it, but you can use it for other things. You might need some help from a parent or a brother or sister or aunt or uncle, so go and get somebody to help you, and we can get started and do our projects. So we have this in our bags, and do you wonder what you're going to do with it? Well, first let me tell you that all of these were made by Miss Ann Swindell here at church, and she made these especially for you, and she used the pine cones that were collected. All of these pine cones are very special. They were collected by members of the church and the Sunday school families, so thank you so much to those families who picked up all these pine cones for us and collected them. And then Miss Ann put it together to make a candle holder for you. And you have a bag that has things like this in it, sticks and this one. So what you can do is this stuff, look at that. It's very soft. Anything that's like the black shiny is very soft, and you can stick these right in and decorate it however you want. You could put ribbons on it. You could use different toothpicks to put different shapes, whatever you want in it, and make it how you'd like. And then you have this. Well, I'll tell you something else. What is special about these are the candles that we use for the family service on Christmas Eve. And so since we can't meet this year, you're going to be able to take this and take the light of Christ home with you. It will be in your home, and you put it right in like that and light it up. And so you could have this for Christmas Eve, but I also used it with my Advent wreath, and you'll see we have 1, 2, 3 Sundays in Advent so far. And then this will go in the middle on Christmas Eve. So this is a bit of the church coming home to you. Okay, you'll need these two supplies, the bag and your Mod Podge. So what we're gonna do is I want you to take this out, and you can do this along with me. So I'm gonna drop everything that's in here out, and I want you to look at all of these, and each of these has a little picture on it. And what we're gonna do is you're going to put them into these bottle caps. And so if we read as you're reading the story, you'll see that the first thing that happened was that the angel Gabriel came to Mary and said, "You will bear a son." So your first bottle cap that you're going to make is going to be your angel. And she came to Mary and Joseph, and she said, "You will bear a child, and you shall name him Jesus. And so you're going to make a bottle cap with Mary and Joseph. And then they went to the inn to give birth, and they were visited by shepherds. And so we make a bottle cap with the shepherds. And then the most important part that's in the very heart and in the very center of the Christmas story is, of course, baby Jesus being born. So we're going to take baby Jesus and put him right into the center because he's the main part of the story. Well, then there were wise people who were told to go and bring gifts and to follow the star. And you have one with a star. And we'll put that right above the baby Jesus' manger, next to Gabriel, who's also in the sky. And then the wise men who came to visit. You don't have to do this exact order. I would just say, baby Jesus should still be in the middle. And the wise men came bringing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. You have to look those up and see what those are. And then there's one more, and there is two things on that. It's a candle, which is a symbol that shows the light in the darkness and shows the shining of the love of God, and a dove, showing that is a symbol of peace. And Jesus was born to bring peace to the world. So we have those, and then they're going to be, and you'll glue these on. But then let me show you what you do with this. So each one of these you take out, and whoops, and you'll be able to put that back together. I was just giving you the example. You take your Mod Podge, put a little bit, a drop or two in there. I just put a small amount, and then I put whichever sticker I'm working on. Well, not sticker, it's a little circle. And then I put a little bit more over the top, and you can kind of, I don't mind touching it with my fingers, kind of smear it around. Well, what happened to my picture? Well, if we leave it overnight, then maybe we'll see what happens. So I would love to see both of these projects. Once you've completed them, if you could send me a picture, I would love to see what you do. So once you get these all done, you put these little drops of glue on it, glue it together. You could put a bow on it and hang it on your tree. You could put a little magnet on the back. If somebody at home can hot glue, you could hot glue those so that they stick together a little bit better. And then let me see how it goes. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. I miss you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Bye-bye.